It's about to go down.
It's lovely pass, and here he turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Skill by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullen is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricciardo is inching into the lead, and Ricciardo that win the Italian Grand Prix!
Iguodala running the floor.
Still leading the way with Canada in there too, with the Netherlands.
And Musa makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix! Ricciardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden, Barrett, and an early touch and an excellent.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Sports Orbit, reaching you from the Leadership Podcast Studio. As you can see, I have 2 gentlemen here who will be discussing sports with me in the next 30 minutes. My name is Afa Acho, your host, and Salifu Usman is here with me as usual. Salifu, welcome to Sports Orbit.
Thank you. Good afternoon, viewers.
Yeah, and also making a return also today again, Bernard is also here. Bernard was here today, and Bernard Mwachi Namer is here once again. Bernard, welcome to today's episode of Sports Orbit.
Thank you. Welcome, viewers.
All right. On today's episode of Sports Orbit, we have a bumper package for you as it is the NFF is in the news again. In fact, these days, the NFF is always in the news for one reason or the other. We'll find out in the course of this program why they're in the and some NPFL games also went down yesterday. We'll give you results, and Olympic champions Canada also went down yesterday. Then, of course, the Champions League returns today, and we'll give you all that in today's episode of Sports Orbit. But first, we'll begin from the home front, from the NFF, where former Barca, PSG, and France coaches talking about Enes Valverde and Laurent Blanc, as well as former Dutch international Philip Cocu have been rumors speculated to have been penciled down for among the short list of candidates that are going to be likely be interviewed for the Eagles job. Also, the man who the NFF are so keen on, Pesero, once again makes the list. Salifu, if you look at these names, I think until maybe the invitation properly begins, but when you look at these names, you see that these are very illustrious names when it comes to football, apart from the Pesero man who I really don't know much about, even though I've tried to read more about him, but I really can't see what he has achieved with his coaching career. But looking at these other 3 names, you agree with me that these are big names when it comes to football. Can the NFF pull this off, or this is just a buju arrangement?
Yeah, I like that question. Can NFL really pull this off, or is one of their tricks just to calm down Nigerians? And I believe that is one of the tricks. In as much as every football fan, so every Nigerian football, every stock footers, every lovers of Nigerian football, once you hear this name, you'll be tempted to say, well, maybe something good might come out this time around. But in a real sense, are they genuinely pressing this name down, or it's just one of those gimmicks just to play on the sense of Nigerians? And like you said, the 3 gentlemen are the 3 gentlemen, you see their name, very intimidating CV, very rich CV, a well-known name in the game of football, both as a player and as a coach. But the only one man among them, the only one man of the list, and the only other man who is Jose Pesero, which we don't read more about until his name was mentioned towards the end of last year, towards the end of this year, that he's going to take over as a Super Eagles job. That is when we started head of our team, and we tried to go through his CV and his coaching career. we have not seen anything more to say that well, this man has done well.
Oh.
So to me, I see that it's one of the pinning style of trying to play on the shoulders of Nigeria.
Because clearly he's under pressure.
Under pressure. And at the end of the day, the name you see from the Bades and the Blake and at the same time the Cuckoo, you will not get to see them near Nigeria soil. But the only man at the end of the if truly they are going to be at the end of the day are going to hire a Orango, will not be far from any other person than Pesero. Which I already have a discussion with it, and that is they just bring all that this name to say okay they are doing something and then just to play on the state of Nigeria to say okay Nigeria don't worry we are doing something better.
Because really from the names and pencil down, yes, just like Salifu said, this could be one of the gimmicks from the NFF because from what we are hearing is the favorite as long as they are concerned is Pesero. Bernard, looking at this name, if from all of these three names, they eventually give the job to Pesero. What will you make of it? Will you be satisfied? Will you be happy?
It's not about bringing the Pesero, like I said yesterday on the sponsor beat. It's allowing the coach to do his work. Allowing the coach to do his work. But from my own view, I don't think they should get somebody that even if you are bringing something, you are bringing a foreigner into the team, it should be somebody that have great impact, that have had so many achievements lined up with experiences so that it could impart into the team, which is also his own experience. So Pesero for me won't be a good idea. I'm telling you honestly, because if you have to drop your own coaches, your in-house coaches for a foreigner, you need to get something more better than them. Not to just get something that they will still be no more difference between the in-house coaches and the foreigner. So I think the show will be a good idea.
Because clearly, looking at for the NFF to still be insisting on Pesero, because according to them, after all, they had some sort of agreement with him, so it's good. So if you're going with Pesero, go with Pesero instead of bringing in other names to try to deceive us.
I remember during the era of the Sunday Lulu, when there was a call that the Kusaba model should be ejected, it seems that Kusaba model will not be able to lead the team to the World Cup after not facing performance at the AFCON 2010 in Angola. Remember that particular team finished in Angola, lost out in the semi-final. They lost in the semi-final to Egypt, and then went ahead to win the bronze medal. They had the playoff and then finished top. But for Nigeria's team then and for Nigerian government then, and at the same time there was a presidential team set up by the federal government led by the current Minister of Transport, when he was the governor of Rivers State. Or during the era of governor of Rivers State, and the President Yeradua set up that committee headed by Amechi. And I remember Amechi then was the chairman of the Governors Forum, so he headed that team. But Amechi was still convinced that if he was going to the World Cup to perform and to show that, and the World Cup that would be hosted on the Nigerian soil, on African soil, that Nigeria has a big brother in Africa and a big chance of Africa to not just go to South Africa to make it, but to go to South Africa to compete. And according to Amish then and the president and the team, that the Super Eagles, among the less Super Eagles performance at the Angola AFCON was not too convincing that Amon should be allowed to go to the World Cup. Because remember, that's what Amon was under for fighting for the World Cup. So they have to let go for interview. A whole lot of coaches were mentioned, and I remember at the Transcon meeting at the NACON laws. Several foreign coaches were invited to Nigeria, and all of them were going to, including Las Laga, who was finally given a job. So we are waiting to see. But Amechi, Pini, in his last interview with some selected journalists in Lagos, said that very, very, very soon, very, very soon, but probably within this week, that we're going to announce the next foreign coach. And if you are lining up these technocrats, these powerful great men or a great name in football, that you would like to give them the job. And you are still very soon are going to get it when you have not met them, not trusted them. So we are ideally those people support. If we are going to do something, we should all try to at least for one try to do something proper in the right way and in ideal society and what is the standard best practice. Like let those courses apply through their agent or personal through their agent, submit their CV, and then set up a committee, expertise to scrutinize their CV, and then come there for interview properly, and then let the best get the job.
Yes. So,
and just like I agree with the way the Ben say, if you feel that the share I have at home, when the shares I have at home is no longer good, and I'm going to bring the one that is better than the one I have at home, not bring the one that is the only thing that differentiates the old share is that just the color of the share. So if you feel that Nigerian coaches are not good enough based on their performance, okay, they're not good. So you should bring someone that even the Nigerian coaches, even the coaches themselves will say that yes, we have a better coach, we have something that our coach has also learned benefit from. We should remember that the Super Eagles team, the coach of the Super Eagles team, should not just limited to just as 7 players play a match and then when you come to play a match and go. It should also be supposed that will impact positively to the development of football. That our own local coach and the coaches will also benefit from his knowledge.
All right. Away from that to the Super Falcons. Remember that we told you the Super Falcons were up in action against Olympic champions Canada in the second leg of the international friendly. But this time, in the first leg, Super Falcons fell 2-0, but this time around, they put up a much better performance, ending 2-2 in that one. Actually, the Super Falcons actually started the match well, scoring first, Canada coming back into the game, and Super Falcons went ahead again before Canada had to equalize in the later stages of the game towards the end, part of the game to end a 2-2 draw. Looking at this performance of Super Falcons in the second leg, Bernard, how do you see this assessment? I mean, clearly it's a better improvement from what we saw in the first game.
Yeah, actually, they did well in this aspect because going for this friendly match with the Canadian team. So I think it's far as in their performance is good because it's friendly and it's not something like World Cup. At least this will give them enough idea and experience to come for the African female Cup of Nations. So I applaud them for that, for doing good. In fact, I urge them to imbibe the same zeal when they are coming for the Cup.
Telephone quickly, I know you were one of the persons who was not too excited that the Super Falcons had to go all the way to Canada to play a friendly, but it is at least they've come up with at least a result that will say at least a decent result, playing Canada away almost like on their home turf.
Yeah, first and foremost, when I first said that I'm not so convinced about the idea that they should go and play the Canada where we are going for African champions. What I was saying is that we needed to play an African team so that we are going to compete against Africa to give us a taste of what we are likely going to expect at the AFCON. Okay, looking at let me honest. Yes, they gave try all the first match, and then in the second match they drew 2-2. And if not because of our sometimes our lack of associations in our own style, the way we play football, our girls and the boys, even our national team, the boys, or I also found this attitude in the Arsenal style of when they take away the lost concentration and then allow the game to come back. Even though they have every opportunity to have able to fly as the Canadian lady and beat them for that match yesterday, early this morning. Because when you went up in the first round, then you allowed them to collapse and have an opportunity to go up again, but the same mistake you made, they will allow them to play the game. You still made the same mistake towards the end of the match, and then they collapse. But this leaders be the athletes, so 2-2 is not a bad result, a fair result. But it would have been better if they had won that match. But at least when it's a good taste. But I still want that before the African Cup of Nations, the team should also play an African team. But that the game against Canada is not yet a good enough to give a real taste that what African the Super Falcons look like. But looking at their performance in the last match early this morning, I thought is an improvement compared to what we see what we see them when they were at the Asia tournament. So that the game they are improving, but I will hope that the coach should also be able to do more and more before we come to the African Championship.
All right. At this point, we'll go on a short break. When we come back, so much in store for you. Of course, MPFL results we have. There's also Champions League, and tonight, all that time, we'll give you one comeback from this short break. Don't go nowhere.
sponsorship, and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Welcome back from that short break. You're still on to Sports Orbit. Now on to the local scene that's talking about the MPFL, where Plateau United would have actually been on top of the table if they had gotten a victory in that one, but it ended 1-1, and as it stands, they still remain second in that one. They actually drew in that one against Kwara United. Some NPFL matches that went down yesterday saw Aqua United defeat Shooting Stars 2-1. It was 3-1 Gombe United over Nasra United, and Kwara United playing a 1-1 draw. Well, the likes of Rivers United will be in action later on today. On Thursday actually, tomorrow actually, and if Rivers United win that one, they will be going 4 points clear at the top of the MPFL. But Plateau United blew their chance to at least go top, but they still remain where they are, far. But getting a 1-1 draw away to Kwara United, not an easy feat. You know how it is in the Nigerian League, where it's easy to even get a point away, talk less of,
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic performance for the Shukwu boys. Getting the 1-1 draw against like before Kwara United. It's not a small feat. Because Kwara United is not a crucial pass in the league, and Kwara United has
especially playing at home.
Has also been one of the dominant forces in the league this season. So getting a result at the Kwara Stadium, get 1 point, is not a bad result, but in as much as they would have loved to have won that match and moving to the top of the table. But let's go for Apoel. But that would now give opportunity to River United, who are going to play Katsina United tomorrow. And if they win that match, well, that's 4 point gap. That would mean that the gap is beginning to widen between them. But let's see whether Katsina United will also be able to do the magic and then hold River United, or even defeat River United. But the way River United has played this season and the way they are, it will be very difficult for Katsina United to stop them tomorrow.
I mean, clearly, of course, then in the other game, it was Gombe United 3-1 over Nasra United. As I said earlier, Aqua United 2-1 over Shooting Stars. We're not looking at Aqua United reigning champions, but haven't been really consistent in this period. But that 2-1 actually marked a 4-game. They haven't been winning in the last 4 games, but that 2-1 returned them back to winning ways. Do you see Aqua United going, at least ending or booking a spot in the continental spaces this season?
If they can be able to gear up or put up more energy in what they are doing, or cheer themselves up, knowing that these other teams are coming for you. They need this name that you are bearing. You know, one thing in football is that if you are a big name, know that those ones coming below actually want to be there that you are. And for you to maintain that status quo, you need to be up and doing. So this is to show them that at least you shouldn't relax on what you think you have gotten. You should push more to. So if they will try to make it to the league this time around, they should gear up. So with this, their score is not a bad score, but at least they should put more force, put more plans, put more strategy, put more resources to whatever they have already, because they are already going down. Because 2-1 is not, it's just a game of luck in this aspect. You have equalized, and these people would have done better. So,
all right, that victory leaves them at the 8th position with 32 points. Rivers United still on top, 1 point above Plateau United, while Enugu Rangers are number 3 with 37 points. Remo Stars, who will be in action later on today, are 4th with 35 points, while Sunshine Stars are also 5th with 35 points, but a goal difference there. Kwara United 7th, Ayimba 8th. Kwara United 6th, Ayimba 7th position, Aqua 8th, 9th, then Wiki Tories making out the top 10 as it stands. Okay, away from that now to Spain, where remember the Nigerian striker Sadiq Umar has actually scored his 16th goal of the season as Almeria beat Ponferradina 3-0 in the Spanish second division yesterday night. The win actually has seen Almeria climb to the second place, and that has put them in the chance to at least gain an automatic qualification to the first division in Spain. I mean, looking at Sadiq, 16 goals. Last season, he scored 20 goals. So far now, he has scored his 16 goal. If you ask me, wonderful performance coming from the young man. And I think whoever assumes as the next Super Eagles coach should take a good look at this man, maybe give him more opportunities for game time, and I'm sure we'll see the best of him.
Sadiq Umar don't need any other way to prove himself. He has and he scored 20 goals last season. They scored another
16 already.
The league is not yesterday. He may equal that 16 goals, even for past last season. It shows that the guy is a goal-getter, he's a goal striker, he's a good striker. But one thing is that sometimes the way Nigerians fans and Nigerians are like criticize players is not something that baffles me. And Sadiq Umar, if you look him very, very tall and very high, very have a build of strikers and have the eyes for goal. But you know, sometimes playing in the national team, it has a different style and a different things that go to be. And if the player does not click immediately, he gets to the Super Eagles. Which you need to learn to exercise patience with him. Yeah, if you look at his performance at AFCON, yes, he has. If you look at his touches, he almost has a clear goal chances for his goal, but he missed some of these several chances, but he can't score one goal. But when some people claiming that Sadiq Umar's invitation to the Super Eagles was for a quarter system. That he was a product of a quarter system. I was really discussed, I was really film about that call for someone to describe Sadiq Umar as a product of a quarter system. How will you refer to Sadiq Umar as a product of a quarter system? A player that has scored consistently, scoring goals. And I pray that Almeria at the end of the day be able to take promotion this season. As well as we'll get to the Spanish league and play in the Spanish La Liga. As well as people can see what he does. It's a good striker. If you look at the Super Eagles at the movement, apart from even the bit of Simi that pride him as the best striker and the moment in the Super Eagles, Sadiq Umar, putting him side by side with Simi, he still he has the quality at the same time. At the same time, he even best with Simi when he came to getting the job.
Yeah, I mean, good one from here because a striker who scored 20 goals last season, 16 goals already, and
match is not yet over.
Exactly, and
I mean, hit above the line of last year, win 20 goals. He can do more better than that. And
exactly, and his goals has helped put his team in to qualify for the La Liga properly.
And he's not doing that. With that kind of record, he's improved.
And if you look at the match against Ghana, against Ghana, they were who lost the ticket to the World Cup. Had he been Sadiq was introduced to the match early enough, remember he came to you almost have an half chance on the goal. And if that match, if that guy lasted on the pitch like 30 minutes, maybe something would have come out of that match. So we should watch a player before we decide. If you say you call Ahmed Musa, who is no longer active in the squad, so he has a problem of that not too well. Musa has paid his due. But also see Sadiq Umar, who is backing goal in, working out, and consistently waiting for to call him as a product of the quarter system. It is the people so far are very unfair to the guys.
Away from that now to neighboring West African brothers that's talking about Ivory Coast, where former Chelsea and Ivory Coast legend Didier Drogba has been cleared to stand in the FA elections. Recall that this will be the second attempt at occupying the top seat when it comes to football in Cote d'Ivoire. Drogba will likely want to follow in the footsteps of Samuel Eto'o, who got the position at the first time of trying in Cameroon. But here, once again, Didier Drogba is vying for the presidency. He tried it, I think, a year ago or 2 years ago, but it didn't work out. But this time around, he has been cleared to contest the elections. Do you really think Drogba has what it takes to emerge as the president of the Ivorian Football Federation?
Yeah, looking at his football record and looking at what the impact he did in the football world, you will see that he actually is actually qualified for this position, just like Samuel Eto'o. I remember watching Didier Drogba play. I enjoy most times I hear Didier Drogba is playing, say that I must be watching that match that day to just feel that joy, both his goals and the way he moves. So with his experience and his performance and the contribution to the football world, he is actually qualified for that.
So sometimes delivering on the pitch can be a bit different when you sit on the other side, either coaching or administrative. Do you think
it's a different ball game?
Yeah.
What is that? Well, it's better that someone who wear the shoes know.
No, it pinches. I agree with you totally.
Be a football players and be the shoes of the players. You know what it takes to motivate the players. You know what it takes to give the player and what it takes to give to support the player to excel. So the whole essence of it is that to give the necessary support and to provide the ground for the player to excel. And if you are not being their shoe, if you are not being their position, what do you know what they need and what they like? So being a football player, and I commend most of these African players who are trying to make it to the top actions of management football. Unlike our own, the same cannot be said of Nigeria.
The last time players, the only time a player really tried to get that seat was Shago Otegbo. Many years ago, but say after that,
the only Nigeria was the only players they make attempt to be on the ball.
But after that, no footballer has really
making attempt unsuccessfully. He never most scored a single goal. And that has terrible it is in the part of the country. Now our own ex-international has been reduced to just come and play in Nobel team match. When somebody wants to celebrate a birthday, they grab them, come. When a producer wants to do another picture, they carry them, say, come and play an exhibition match, come and play Nobel. For crying out loud, and that is all we are struggling. You can't feel it bad. You can't feel it better than somebody who has
been there. The technical.
So if you ask me, Billy, what is the Billy record in football? Billy never play football, so you don't even know what it means. You don't even know what the kind of boot that the player needs to wear. So the player who play knows is better, and that is I'm not surprised that some African football are growing. For instance, look at Senegal when they actually. Papa Sisi, who is currently the coach, what's the football play against Nigeria when the was coaching Nigeria?
Yeah, I mean, even in Zambia, we had a Kalusha Bwali who was of the federation. So,
but the Nigerians who have politicians who are not who never have experience, who have nothing related to football
to come and that's one of the things that is affecting the NFF. Nigerian football.
So if you ask all the people at the NFF of the Nigerian Football Federation, all the board members, none of them have played to any certain level as a player.
Maybe they play Sunday football or what we call Sunday Rangers back then.
when I was in school, I used to play football.
All right.
That is not
away from that.
Play already is different from playing.
All right. Away from that to a bit of transfer news. This story actually broke yesterday, where Lewandowski came as a surprise target for Barcelona, where Barcelona are eager to add the striker to their books, and now making reunite with Aubameyang, who actually played together with him at Dortmund, and Lewandowski is actually open to the move, and a report said that he has actually informed the Bayern hierarchy of his desire to move to the Camp Nou, but he's asking for a 3-year contract, but Barca are yet to agree to those terms of giving him a 3-year contract. But his age, but Lewandowski is asking for at least a 3-year contract for him to make the switch, but he's open to the move. The hierarchy at Barca, Xavi, is open to the move, and he's hoping that he'll be given at least a 3-year contract.
Well, I think it's right time Bayern Munich will allow him to go.
Yeah, I mean, he has done it all for Bayern.
They don't want him left to be winning
at all.
Bayern Munich. So let him go and try his out, and age is no longer on his side. So let him go and try somewhere else. And you must not at all the time insist that the player should stay with you. When the player says his time is up, allow him to go and try his luck elsewhere.
All right, away from that quickly before we leave, like you said earlier, today is the D-Day. Two teams will be taking it to the next level to make at least the last four of the Champions League. Will it be Madrid? Will it be Chelsea? Yeah, will it be Bayern? Will it be Villarreal? Recall that in the first leg between Chelsea and Real Madrid, Real Madrid took that one 3-1, while for Bayern Munich against Villarreal, it was 1-1. But looking at this return legs today, a lot of Chelsea fans are very optimistic. In fact, listening to a lot of programs I'm watching today, a lot of Chelsea fans are saying that Chelsea are going to do the impossible today. They sound very, very confident and optimistic. Do you think at the end of 90 minutes tonight, Chelsea fans will be celebrating, or will they be weeping?
They won't be celebrating. Yes, I've seen the people they've lined up that will not be able maybe to play for today. Whatever they do, Real Madrid is also getting ready. And remember, it's in their home. And they won't just hold their hands and do babysitting and welcome you to come and win them and go. They can look at what they did last week, 3-1. And you think that they don't know that you are coming to bite them hard. No. Chelsea should expect that.
So much of noise right from morning. All sports programs I listen to, even some calling programs, all Chelsea fans are sounding, in fact, not just optimistic, overconfident. They are saying, look, we are in Madrid and we are going to overturn this result. In fact, Chelsea fans told me that coming by 11 p.m. today and we're already in the semi-finals.
Well, it is unfortunate that the particular fan, that those fans are not going to be done on the pitch. Yes. So yeah, I would have had it more choice and almost to believe that if Thomas Tuchel or the likes of Chelsea players who are going to be Kantes and all the players who are going to be available, I don't understand this confidence. No, we are not going to die. We are going to down. Say what ordinary you are just far away from Nigeria, just sitting in Nigeria, sitting.
We are not even in the stadium.
We are not in the stadium. You say we are going to ensure we are going to die. We are going to win. How? What is your contribution? How are you going to make them win? By your mouth here, when they don't even whether the head of your own.
The belief they have in their team.
So why it is good to be believe on who you know and who is so much.
It's about who is doing the work.
Very, very, very difficult. I'm not saying it is impossible.
It's just 2-0.
It's guys, football. It's always a surprise. It's not only football. I'm not saying it is impossible, but it is very, 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 very good. It is very easy to pass through the needle and
is actually ready.
All right, looking at the other game, Villarreal Bayern, where we have our own Chukwueze in that one. Bayern will be playing at home. The first leg was Villarreal took down 1-0.
I think that is even a match to talk about because Chelsea and Numan is done. That one that's already. So, but looking at the Villarreal and the Bayern, honestly, it's going to be a very tough cracker. Like the Bayern say,
and you know how Bayern playing at home, it's always a different ball game.
The coach was saying that they are ready to play dirty.
Yeah.
When the coach they are ready to play dirty, that in the first game they allowed Villarreal to come into the match and they allowed Villarreal to play their style of the game. But this time they are going to ensure that they will stop them from playing. And even when someone pushes they are going to stop them from playing. Whether it's one part of the game, we don't know what Emery and his colleagues are taking at the Villarreal. So Emery and colleagues are also going to Bayern to ensure that they preserve their lead. And to preserve their lead, they are also going for a tactical approach. So it is like, but what is that? It is very difficult for Villarreal to protect this lead, to Bayern and be who they are, who the dominant force they are, and that the group who doesn't take no sense. No matter how you play them, once you come to their own, the make sure that they baptize and even whitewashing. So, but let's see how it's going to be, but it's still a 50-50 chance. And I pray that my prayers is the Villarreal boys, my prayers with Orange, but my prayers with Sukuiji and his colleague to ensure that they pass this through. But I wanted to see Sukuiji in the semi-final and probably go get into the final.
All right. We'll keep an eye on that one. Those matches come up tonight, and of course, when we come back tomorrow, we'll give you. But then we should have at least our two first semi-finalists of this year's UCL. Will it be Chelsea? Will it be Bayern? Will it be Villarreal? Or will it be Real Madrid? We'll keep an eye on that one.
Will you be self-serious? Like you are trying to offend,
No, I mean, but this is football, like you said.
This is football. I agree.
Anything can happen.
It is not yet over.
It's over, you know. So
let's actually, you are trying. I agree. You are trying to be diplomatic, trying to give some sense answer.
No, not really. 90 minutes will be decided on that one.
The market has already.
All right, viewers, that's where we come to the end of this today's episode of Sports Orbit. Don't also forget that an MPFL match also will be going down today. We'll also keep an eye on that one, and tomorrow we'll give you a complete review of all the sporting events that will be going down today. Once again, Bernard, thank you for being with us today. Once again, Salifu, as always, thank you for being in the studio with me. All right, until we come your way tomorrow with another exciting episode of Sports Orbit, I remain your host, Afa Acho, and stay safe out there, and it's goodbye.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.